The inner work of entrepreneurship that no one talks about. Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen, business astrologer and strategist for female founders and aspiring founders. This video is part three of a four-part series called Before the Business Plan that is meant to highlight what should be your foundation prior to starting a business. I've linked the playlist in the description box. So most people see entrepreneurship as risky. Why go through the ups and downs when you can get a job that has a predictable salary that someone else manages? And to be honest, that is a very good question. And I was even thinking that myself as I was considering my own career path. But the truth is, I don't know anything that has not even a little bit of risk to it. It just depends on who assumes that risk. So in reality, you're vulnerable either way, whether you have a traditional job, a traditional career, or you've gone into entrepreneurship. And if you're like me, you obtained your education so you can gain marketable skills for higher pay. And so that made you competitive. But now, unfortunately, so many are saying that degrees are now worthless because they don't guarantee jobs like they used to. But of course, that's what happens when more competition enters the workforce. And this take may actually be a bit controversial, but it's time to stop putting your degree on the pedestal and actually put yourself on that pedestal and be the guarantee. We've been so reliant on jobs, institutions, organizations that we've truly forgotten how to trust ourselves. And so we would rather discuss on how things aren't fair instead of carving out our own unique competitive advantage. And so you are more than your degree. So the learning and growing doesn't stop once you graduate. Entrepreneurship requires inner work that is way harder than classwork. It truly reveals who you are and not just what you know or what you learned in school. Entrepreneurship is spiritual and requires much more than just going through the motions. That's why so many consider it hard because there is no playbook to it. It takes guts to really do a lot of self reflection and to be visible in ways that perhaps you wouldn't be at a traditional job. It requires a level of personal responsibility that you cannot get anywhere else. So, when my clients are ready to pivot in entrepreneurship, they not only ask me to review their skills and their education, but in what areas behaviorally should they step out of and step into so they can be seen as the authority in their lane and in their area of expertise. And so they do so by booking the Cosmic Commerce Codex with me, which I will show you that here. The Cosmic Commerce Codex is a custom, data-backed spiritual business blueprint that reveals your specific way of communicating, leading, making money, certain skills, and fortune areas that already set you up for success in business. This merges your university education with the spiritual skills and gifts that you were already born with, highlighting your leverage that you can uniquely monetize. None of this is cookie cutter advice as it is specific to each client. The Cosmic Commerce Codex is a report that you can keep for the rest of your life, where you can continue to revisit it as you evolve throughout your entrepreneurial journey. You can't embody all of this overnight. I'll just quickly go through these areas. As you see, it's redacted, as this is a real report from a real client. And there are areas I deleted towards the end, so there's even more to this report. But I left the text redacted as I wanted you to see how extensive the report actually is. Your soul's North Star. This describes various ways that you can help others according to your purpose without having to give up your education, quit your job if you don't want to do so, or start over. I give you multiple options according to your strengths that you're best to serve others, and even highlight what you are absolutely not to do according to your strengths. The people you're meant to serve. There's a common phrase, if you try to sell to everyone, you sell to no one. And many entrepreneurs try to sell to the wrong market. There are people who resonate with you naturally and who truly need someone like you to come up with solutions to their problems. I describe the avatar in detail here so you can immediately go and sell to the right market. The fire that moves you. This is your competitive advantage. We don't have to give up what we love, our joy, or our soul to be successful in business. This area details how you can braid what truly animates your soul into your business, setting you apart from your competition and allowing you to enjoy free enterprise. Your way of building. Everyone has a different way of working. Some entrepreneurs will work 10 hours a week, others around the clock. Some will be more front facing and hands on, while others will delegate and not be the face of their business. This details how you rest and how you naturally approach work so you can effectively run your business and not your business running you. The leader that you came here to be. Everyone will also have different leadership styles. This section is great for those who felt that they sit between a few different leadership business archetypes when taking those aptitude tests. This will help you build your persona as a business owner, as a leader, how you uniquely show up and move people. The voice of your power. This pairs well with the leadership section above, as not everyone communicates the same way or should communicate the same way. This helps you to understand the power of your words in your presence, in your energy, and how you activate your clients, partnerships, and staff. Some will communicate with humor, others on the softer side and nurturing side. All of it are strengths, none of it's wrong, and this shows you how to play to those strengths. Your magnetic field. This area you can even take to your marketing contractor in how you best attract your clients in your social media and photos. Are you to take your clients on an adventure? Are you transforming them? Are you stabilizing them? Depending on your target audience and what it is that you are selling, they will need to see and feel you as trustworthy through their eyes and having that relate to what you're selling and what they want to buy. This is your presence and how you are at a glance in your marketing. The person that you're becoming. Entrepreneurship is a spiritual journey, and there are certain behavioral patterns to let go of and others to step into. This section highlights exactly what those are for you so you can be the best servant leader that you can be. This shows where you need to step up as an authority in your lane and area of expertise. Prosperity codes. This is your most aligned ways of making money, low ticket versus high ticket. Some of my clients work best in groups, others work better one on one with their clients. Some find the most luck in collaborations and networking. This can also highlight areas of possible financial investments, if you're best suited for digital products, and overall what your product line should be. There's a few more sections to this report that I add graphics to, but I'll stop here. Along with the report, there's also a 90-minute Zoom call with me that you get to have where we strategize pivoting in these areas and I answer any questions. And if you would like more time to hammer out your next steps, I also have coaching, one-on-one coaching for getting this off the ground in just 30 days. So, the inner work of entrepreneurship that no one talks about is not impossible. It just simply requires the growth of your spirit in addition to your skills and your education. Both spirit and self trust is where the real muscle gets built and how you become the guarantee. I hope that you enjoyed this video. To work with me one-on-one in these areas, you can definitely book the Cosmic Commerce Codex. I just recently changed the name, the Cosmic Commerce Codex, which cuts years out of guessing about who you're best suited to sell to, how and what to sell, and what you need to overcome to become the best entrepreneur that you can be. You'll find that link plus more in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the fourth and last video of this series titled Before the Business Plan.